Hi there and welcome to episode 13 of Real Talk Fitness with ANPT. I'm Ashleigh Cumins, the proud owner of ANPT, Ashleigh Newburn's personal training. It's time for honest, practical advice and empowering conversations that help keep it real and help you take action. I'm so excited to have you here for episode 13. Today I want to cover pushing shit uphill. We've all done it, we've all felt it, overcoming those struggles within our fitness journey. So grab a coffee, take a seat, and let's dive in. Every fitness journey comes with struggles, mine including. Both my coaches, we all struggle. We get plateaus, lack of motivation, little niggles, injuries, or setbacks. These can often make it feel like I love the concept of pushing shit uphill. And at times it just makes you want to quit. But we need to shift our mindset, tweak our approach, and find a way to keep going. Because quitting is easy. Getting results is going to get challenges where going to, as I said, feel like we're pushing shit uphill at times. We need to recognize why this is happening, break them down, and stay committed to the process, no matter how hard it gets. Have you ever started something and the initial excitement is what pushes you through a couple of weeks? Just recently, we're at week 4 in our 30-day challenge, and a lot of the participants are feeling this. Initially, we get these, I guess if we stereotype it, newbie gains. We see a massive decrease in the scale, an increase in our fitness, a better in our energy, and then it just gets hard. You start putting these unrealistic expectations, thinking that our progress should always go that way, but that isn't the case. And the difference between those that actually achieve their goals and those that don't is that when we start pushing shit uphill, they keep going. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Doesn't mean you're going to feel great. You feel like fucking shit, to be honest. It just seems like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. But this is all part of the process. I feel like a lot of people initially, when they get these results, they then place these unrealistic expectations on themselves, which leads to mental burnout and expecting fast progress all the time, feeling frustrated when results take time. Everybody's going to get to that point in the journey. And if everybody could push through, let's be really honest about this, I wouldn't have a job. That's what we're here for, is to help you push through those times so you get results. Those times are going to pop up time and time and time again. We develop a little bit more resilience each time they pop up. We're able to understand the resistance. We're able to understand the science behind the mental fatigue. We start shifting our mindset. I guess it brings me to, why do some people push through when others quit? It's the difference in your mindset. Some people are able to have that growth mindset and sees a setback as part of the process. They adjust and they keep going. They don't give up. Other people have a fixed mindset. They feel stuck, thinks it's not working, and then give up. We need to shift that I'm stuck to, what can I adjust? What can I do differently? If the process that we're doing is working, but we've just hit a plateau, sometimes you don't need to be quick to jump the gun to change things. You just need to keep going. A little bit of a reality check. You won't always see visible results quickly, but that doesn't mean that progress isn't happening. Just because the scale might not be moving, or we're stuck lifting a certain weight for a long period of time and we're not feeling like we're getting stronger, doesn't mean that breakthrough isn't around the corner. By all means, give up if you want to, But I can guarantee every time you give up and start again, it is harder because you have never built that mental resilience. And again, this whole concept of pushing shit uphill, if it was easy and everyone could push through these plateaus, I'll say it again, I wouldn't have a job. My job is to help you recognize these and help you through these situations. These situations don't just pop up in fitness, they also pop up in life. When you feel like you take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. To share a personal journey with you is that's how I feel with business at the moment. I feel like I take it 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But am I going to give up and quit and close the doors? No. I'm going to reset, refocus, build my mental resilience, and keep pushing. Because quitting doesn't make it any easier. That leads me to that reality check of you won't always feel motivated. I'm so upfront and honest with that with people, is that motivation does not last forever. It's about being disciplined. It's about creating action, which creates motivation. Motivation will help you get started, but it doesn't help you keep going. Our body needs consistency, not perfection. We're human beings, and let's be honest, we are far from perfect. Instead of trying to aim for 5 perfect workouts, aim for 3 consistent ones. Look at habit stacking. Rather than looking at the outcome, start looking at your process. What things can you do to make this process easier? And then if there's steps to that outcome, by doing that process over and over again, you can inch yourself closer. The 1% rule, small wins add up. If you improve by 1% every day, in a year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. An example, if you focus on 1% this week, that could be adding one more rep to your strength workout. That could be increasing your protein. That could be trying to get 30 minutes of more sleep. If you focus on that 1% over and over and over again, you'll inch closer to your results. Does that mean it's going to be easy? No. At times you're going to fucking want to quit. But let's be honest. If it was easy, nobody would be looking to change their body. Nobody would be looking to want to get fitter. You're here for a reason. You're stuck in this position to teach you something, to build that mental resilience, to look over where you are, not to give up, not to walk away. There is multiple times that I've wanted to give up. There is multiple times on a business level that I've wanted to close the doors. There is challenges that I face each and every week, different things. And sometimes I think like, why the fuck? Like, why? I'm just pushing shit uphill. But then if I can keep going, consistency, it seems to get better. Doesn't mean that this doesn't happen again. I guess what I'm trying to say here is reframe your struggle. Change the story. We're all the author of our story, and everybody's story is different. Every little setback, every little struggle is a new chapter. Every breakthrough is the end of that chapter. Instead of saying I'm not making progress, reframe to I'm laying down the foundations for a long-term success. Every plateau, every struggle is a chance to level up. It's a chance to build your resistance, your mental toughness. Your mental toughness is trained like any physical strength. If every time we get tough we run away, you're never going to build that resilience. Let's use an example of a workout. If you stopped every time the rep got hard, you'll never get stronger, right? Just because the weight feels heavier, you're not going to lift it? No. We build that resilience in our training. This pushing shit uphill feeling that you could be experiencing if you're listening to this right now. If this is you, keep going. Mental toughness is trained just like physical strength. And I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm not going to say that it's going to be enjoyable, but I'm going to say you are going to get through it. And I guess the other thing is don't wallow in self-pity, like, why me, poor me, it's easy for somebody else. Everybody's fucking journey is different. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop competing with other people. It's not about them. This journey or these challenges that you're facing or this feeling of pushing shit uphill is different for everybody. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that, you should be more successful or you should be fitter or you should be more lean or all those sorts of things. Is that all those people that you might aspire to have been there too. You probably have no idea how many times they felt like they're pushing shit uphill, how many times they felt stuck. But the difference is they build that mental resilience. So every little challenge they face, they get stronger. We are not perfect. It's never going to feel great. Some weeks are going to feel spectacular. Some weeks are going to feel like rubbish. That's life. Doesn't matter whether it's fitness. It could be in your relationship. It could be in your finances. It could be in any aspect of your life. That is just life. But there's one thing that we do have a choice over. It's how you deal with it. It's that cliche saying is the cup half empty or is the cup half full? Your perception can change everything. Again, like sharing and talking personally from my heart is that sometimes I think like, why the fuck is this happening to me? But that victim mentality isn't going to help me get through it. It's only going to make me feel worse. Instead, I flip that and I'm like, I am super grateful that I have the opportunity to help people. Yes, it has its challenges. Dealing with people in general or just dealing with life has its challenges. But I'm grateful that I get that opportunity every day. Doesn't mean that my feelings aren't valid. I just change it. I change my perception on it, which then helps change my feelings. If you've listened to any of my other podcasts, you would have known that I'm really big on those thoughts create feelings. We need to change that narrative. Change the way that you're looking at it. Because if you change that, it's going to change your feelings on it. Again, it still feels rough, and that's okay. But if you quit, what's going to happen from there? Your fitness journey won't always feel easy, but the ones who get results are the ones who keep pushing even when it's tough. We adapt, we adjust, and keep going because the results will come if you stay in the game. You quit, there's going to be no results. You're going to be back to where you were. And let's be honest, you didn't come this far just to come this far, right? So allow yourself to feel those feelings, but change your thoughts, change your process. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Real Talk Fitness with ANPT. If there's anything that I would love for you guys to take away from this is that life, fitness, whatever it might be, is never going to be 100% easy. But we all have the ability to change our story. You all have the ability to build that mental resilience. We all have the ability to quit if that's what you want to do. This game called life, the best part of it is we all have choices. Plateaus and struggles are normal. They mean you're progressing. Make small adjustments instead of quitting. Change one thing at a time. Your mindset is everything. We go to bed with our own thoughts. We wake up with our own thoughts. And the best part is we're in control of those thoughts. If you've enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who could use a little extra motivation. For more tips, workouts, and inspiration, please follow me over at Ashleigh Newburn's Personal Training. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in to Real Talk Fitness with ANPT. Remember, keep pushing, keep progressing, and above all, keep it real.